Now we want to take just a moment and show you how to switch themes or templates, and WordPress are called themes. I want to show you how to switch themes so that once you set up your website or your blog, you can always change the theme to get a different look. In theory, this is very easy, but practically it can take a little work sometimes. So we're already logged in, and I go to one of the sites I've set up here. Last one we've been working with is Alan's blog. We'll just click on dashboard there. Here we see copy the site. I've just got set up in another tab so we can take a look at it. So we go to appearance, we go to themes. Now if you had a standalone website, then you could add themes yourself. You could go out on the internet, find all the themes you wanted, and add them. But with the free websites, it's on a network, so we have to control what's in here as far as the themes and the plugins. And remember, if you'd like to upgrade, you can upgrade to the bronze service. And that's a few dollars a month. You'll have all the control and access of your website and of your WordPress blogs. And so you'd have all the control there. But again, we're looking at the free WordPress website, so you don't have that control. So we've gone to themes. We see the current theme that is installed. That's 2011. And that's by the WordPress team. It's a very good theme. It works with about everything. But we also have many other themes here, and you can choose from any of these. And basically, you just go and you test them out, and you see how they work with your website or your blog. Some will work better, and some won't work as well. Just about all of them will need a little bit of work to get them to work right, to get them to work the way that you want them to work. So let's just sort of peruse through here, and let's just try a few. Now you can click live preview, but a lot of times that doesn't work just right. So I just would assume I would just rather just activate it, and that'll take just a moment. And that puts this as being the current theme. Now we can go over and check out to see how this looks. We refresh our site, and that doesn't look too bad. We could with our home document here, we could put another picture and put our text there, and that would actually look pretty good. Remember, you've always got your nav bar up here, so you can go and edit and control whatever you would like to. Now, if someone just comes to your site and looks at it, this top nav bar will not be there. That's just for you to be able to control things. So let's go down here. Let's try some other themes, and again, some will work better, some will not work as well, and some will need perhaps quite a bit of work to get them to look the way you want them to look. Let's try this one, color paper. So we activate that, then we go, let's refresh the site right here, and we look at color paper, and that's not too bad either. And again, we could put a picture here with this home page. We could put a picture here, or even a couple of pictures going across. Then we could have our text, and that would actually look pretty good. All right, let's go try. Let's go down here and try another one. Let's just peruse down through here. We try to get themes in here that work pretty good. Let's just keep looking here just a little bit. There's some here that look fairly interesting. There's one in particular I was looking at earlier. I want to share with you because it can take just show you how to take just a little bit of work to do it. So we activate this theme, and when we look at it on our website, it's not going to look too good because there's some work we're going to have to do to it to get it looking pretty good. And this is when things get a little bit more complicated. So that doesn't look like anything like the picture that we saw. So we go over here to themes, and now we have all these options. We can customize. That's pretty standard with all the themes. Your title and your tagline, and customize some colors. We've got a background color, a background image if you want to use that rather than a color. And then what's happening with the front page, of course, we're using a static front page. So let's close that. Widgets, we've looked at widgets and menus. Now let's look at the Theron theme options here. And this is where things get a little bit more complicated. And so here we can select the font. And here we can change some colors. We can change text colors. And pattern image. If we wanted to have a sticky menu, we could do that. We could have rounded corners. We could enable that. And a right sidebar, we could enable that. That's not right now. We can also put in what footer content we want in there. And I imagine that will take HTML also. But we've got more. Front page. Here, this is really neat because we can choose what the front page layout is going to look like. The layouts, the blocks, we've got options there. And we've got social media. We can plug in our information for our social media, and it will automatically deal with that for us. Now the slider is where we have those pictures on the front page, and they move. Nevo slider is one of the most popular. We can select the speed and the number of slides, and whether or not to show any words with that. All right, miscellaneous. Okay, how to deal with some of those things right there. Documentation. Now, this is where it gets even more difficult because this is information how to set up the slider, and this can be a little difficult because you've got to have the images in there. They've got to be formatted correctly. They've got to be the correct size, and so there is some information there on that. So this, from the picture, looks like a great theme. But great themes a lot of times can be a little difficult to set up, and you're going to need to have just a little bit more information, a little bit more knowledge than just a beginner might. So we've got documentation on that, the widgets, and also the short codes so that different things can be embedded on the pages. And so we see here this theme looked great with the picture. Just selecting it doesn't look great because a lot of work has to be done to set it up. So you may be up for that, you may not. If you'd like some help on that, just contact us. We'd be glad to help you with that. So let's go back. Let's just pick one more. Let's just go back to our original theme, and that was the 2011. So these are in alphabetical order. We go down to the T's, and there's 2011. 2010 is also WordPress theme, and also 2012. And you know, if it's been made by WordPress, it's probably going to work very easily for you. So we just select that theme we originally had. We just activate that, and we go back over here, and we see again. Now, even with this, let me show you this really quick. Even with the 2011 theme, there are some options. The customize option, like we saw before. Widgets and menus we've dealt with before. Theme options, got some color options there. Now look at the header here for just a second. Now with the header option, you've got a picture here. It tells you the size that is suggested. You can upload your own header picture, which is really nice. Or you can choose it from a library. If you've already got a bunch of pictures in there, you can choose that. And also if you want these to move around. You can also remove the header image and select whether or not to show the text in the header and what color it is to be. You can select a color here or just put in the code if you already know that. So even with this very basic, very nice, but very basic theme, there are a lot of options that you have with that. So you can experiment with that and work on that so that you can have an individual flavor with your website. So I hope this has been helpful. If we can help you at all, if you'd like for us to do a little work for you so you can customize it just a little bit more, we'd be glad to do that for you. Just let us know. And remember, if you have any themes you would like for us to consider adding to the network, or any plugins you'd like for us to consider adding to the network, just contact us. You'll need to give us the URL for that. We'll look at it, we'll think about it, and perhaps we'll add it to the network. So we appreciate you so much and you being with us, and hope this is helpful to you.